Hey everybody, I'm here to talk to you today about the simple way to begin using overblows. In some of my past videos, I may have overcomplicated this a little bit, okay? I may have, given you some ideas of how to use scales like the pentatonic in first, second, and third position using your overblows. Okay, that top one. Okay, or I may have given, and given it to you on the 4 chord. Anyway, I'm overcomplicating it again, just showing you what I did in the past. What I want to do, man, is just dig into this shit for all you blues guys out there. Lately, I've been getting real into the blues again. I'm getting way back into the blues. I've been digging on some of the new bands that are out playing old stuff like Nick Moss and stuff, and I'm going to be doing some dates with him. So I'm getting back into my old blues stuff. So let me show you how you can use overblows just if you're a blues guy and not getting into the theory or the scales or any of that stuff, which is really important stuff for developing your own sound. But let me get you started right away. The first thing you have to realize is that overblows, 2 out of the 3 overblows that you're going to be using, okay, just overblows, not overdraws, are available in your first octave. Those are the 2-draw bent to half step, right there. Of course, it bends one lower, okay, and the 3-draw bent to half step. Okay, so there's your 2 overblows that right away you're going to start using. So where are they? The 2-draw bent to half step is called the major 6, okay? That note is the 5 overblow. Okay? And the 3-draw bent to half step is called the minor 3rd or the blue 3rd, depending upon how you play it. Adam calls it the blue 3rd when he plays it a little sharp. Okay, but it's... Okay, so right away what I'm doing is I'm starting to move some of my riffs from the first octave to the 2nd octave. That's one of the first things you blues guys can start doing. I'll give you a couple of riffs to start off with, but I'm sure you got many of your own. Now, before you get really into this, it's important that you learn how to move some of your other riffs. If you haven't learned how to play 2-draw bend, 1 draw in the first octave, and move that to the 2nd octave, that might be a good place to start. That's 6 blow, 5 draw, 4 draw. And then you advance it with the overblows, okay? So, the first thing you want to do is learn backwards and forwards all your other riffs in the first octave. Okay, and you learn those, and you learn them fast. I need some more practice. Anyway, yeah, I've been off the road a little bit, enjoying some of our success from Rocket number 9, getting ready to hit the road this summer. Okay, so be sure to check out my website, jasonricci.com, for those dates, and come see me, and we can talk about this stuff in person, which is much, much more fun. So anyway, let me give you a couple of riffs. A good one to start off with for the 5 overblow is to play the 2-draw bend, the 2-draw bend to half step, and then the 2-draw. And then play it backwards. Okay, now this is a riff you hear a lot in the blues, you know, because especially when guys are coming out of the one chord. One. Okay, you hear them jump down into that, or and then to the 4. Okay, you can start using this in the 2nd octave on the 1 chord. Okay, you hear that? So take that note and move it. Okay? And just start working it in. Or you can just start making up some more lyrical riffs, and that's more like an exercise. But how about something like... You know... Now... Okay, you hear what I'm doing? I overcomplicated it, but... And just start them. And then start using your blue 3rd. And then start moving it around a little bit. Ah! And just maybe make it a little easier than that. And just start moving them around. So just create licks in the bottom octave and then move them. Eventually you can get even more advanced, you know, start using them in 3rd position. Okay, and you can start jumping around in different ways. Now you may be asking me, well, what about the 4 overblow and the 7 draw? Let me try to cover it in the 3 minutes I got left, or the 2 minutes. The 4 overblow is the same as the 1 overblow, so there is no bend note equivalent. Right away you can start using it in a minor context. Just make sure your 3 draws bent down a half step and start going. Okay, and as far as the 1 overblow goes, it's a hard note to hit. I have a hard time. But just start using it in a really minor way. Refer back to my video on minor scales for that. Okay, so anyway, that's something you can start doing. The 7 overdraw. It's a very important blue note. It's a flat 5, same as the 4 draw bent a half step or the 1 draw bent a half step. One of the things I've been working on lately is just using it in a really pentatonic scale type of way. I suck! But anyway, just moving these things around, man. I'm just making this video right now and going, man, I really need to practice what I preach. But this is some really, really great stuff of an easy way, no scales involved, no